Welcome to Honey Love Dating Academy. I am Coach Honey Love. As always, I'm so excited that you are here because we are going to have a little girl chat when it comes to three ways knowing a man's true intentions. In this video, I want to help guide you so you know what man you should give your time, your effort, and your energy to. One of the things that I help my clients is to help them stop wasting their time. So, as a single woman dating with a purpose, and you wanting to date a man who is marriage minded, I cannot emphasize this enough. It is going to be super, super important for you to know a man's true intentions for you because you may have went through a previous relationship breakup and you found out later what a man's intentions were for you. Now you are in a position where you want to know ahead of time a man's true intentions. So go ahead, grab your notebook, grab a pen and your favorite snack, and let's have girl chat when it comes to three ways finding out a man's true intentions. So let's talk about some issues when it comes to not knowing a man's intentions. Number one is if you give a man so much of your time and you don't know his intentions, it could be a year or 2 years down the line where you have gone with the flow. And because you have gone with the flow, it's like, okay, you've given him so much of this time and you find out his intentions, and then you either get upset at him, you get upset at yourself, and then you could feel stuck. So if you start to feel stuck, it's just like, well, hey, I'm in it now. I want to encourage you that you don't have to feel stuck. If you know a man's intentions and it's not aligned with the woman that you are today or who you want to become, you don't have to feel stuck. You can actually be proactive about it and do something about it when it comes to making a decision. The second issue that I help single ladies with is when you don't know a man's intentions and you give him your heart. Now, that's just so disheartening, right? Like it's like you have went on dates, you have talked on the phone for hours, you could have possibly built a friendship with this man and you have given him your heart. Although you have experienced those experiences and you have given him your heart, and you find out that he doesn't want to be in a relationship. You find out that he doesn't want to be married. And if you knew his true intentions from the beginning, you may not have ever given him your heart, your time, your effort, or your energy. So, this is two of the reasons why I have come up with this video to help you to be super intentional about your time, to be super intentional about seeking out a man's true intentions so he doesn't try to trick you, he doesn't try to fool you. Or any of those things, because I know that you want to date a marriage minded man, an authentic man. I know that you want to date a man that makes you feel safe and you feel good about spending time with him. You feel good about building an authentic relationship, friendship with a man who has the best intentions for you. Because again, you learn from your previous relationship or your previous marriage what a man's intentions were, and you've learned from that. So now I want to help position you in a way where you feel equipped and you feel empowered, and you can have hope. You don't have to be deceived. You don't have to be going with the flow. You can actually have a good dating experience. You can actually do the things that you want to do with a man who feels the same way that you do about dating, who feels the same way about your values, and who truly wants to be a protector, a provider, and a pursuer. So, let's cover some misconceptions that some people have when it comes to dating. One is it takes years to truly know a man's intentions. Now, this is one of the number one misconceptions, and here's why. You can know a man's intentions by the way that he behaves, by his consistency, and you can know his intentions fairly quickly. Like, it doesn't take years to know a man's intentions. Like, if you have the dating tools and you know what to look for, you will know all along, even from the beginning, how you guys start and how you are experiencing him. You can know a man's intentions within the first 90 days. It doesn't take years and years and years to get to know somebody. I want to share with you, if a man ever tells you that it takes years for him to get to know you, it'll take years for him to want to marry somebody because you don't know someone's true colors. This is the man that is high risk, and this is the man who could be indecisive, and he doesn't have the best intentions from the beginning. It doesn't mean that he can't have the best intentions 5 years down the line, but for you, you want to know a man's intentions up front, because if he has been preparing himself for marriage, if he has been preparing himself to find a wife, that he's automatically going to come with the best true intentions, and he's going to be able to effectively communicate those things. So you don't have to guess, you don't have to search and to seek it out. Like, no, like, if a man is prepared and a man is able to communicate how he feels, that he should be able to let you know. And a man is always speaking, whether if it's his body language, whether if his actions, or the way that you feel, the way that you are able to discern how a man makes you feel, like, you'll be able to know those things. A second misconception is that you can never truly know someone. And when you think about this, it comes from a broken place. It comes from a unhealed place. I believe if you have a relationship with God, God knows everybody. God knows the meditation of everyone's heart. So, as a woman, if you are praying, if you are having conversations, if this man is consistent, I want to share with you that when you pray, God is able to tell you a man's true intentions. And then you'll be able to see his intentions by the way he acts, by the things that he does, and his behaviors. So it doesn't take years and years to get to know a man. And you can understand a man's heart by praying to God, asking him to show you a man's intentions. So let's go ahead and get into today's message. I'm going to give you 3 tips as for you to know a man's true intentions. So, number one, observe his level of attentiveness to you. Every woman loves when a man is able to give her his attention. When a man observes you, when a man is attentive to your needs, when a man is kind, when a man is affectionate, when a man lets you know that he is into you, when he lets you know that he is into you, like that is him showing you his attentiveness. So think about it like this: on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being the least and 10 being the most, how attentive do you want a man to be with you? If you are saying you want a man to be a tentative rating with a number 8, okay, let's break that down. What does a number 8 consist of? Is it him being romantic by opening your car door, by pulling out your chair, by letting you order your food first, by asking you, what is it that you want? Him being able to give you the things that you want. Is he attentive to the ways that you communicate? For example, the way that you talk about yourself, the way that you share your stories. Is he attentive and pays attention to the details, and he's able to point out things that he likes about you, things that he likes about your story? So you have to come up with the ways that a man is attentive with you. So the opposite is a man who doesn't pay you any kind of attention, but he just goes with the flow, and he just feels like you spending time with him is enough. So if he doesn't, look at you in your eyes, if he doesn't ask you about yourself, if he doesn't open up your car door, or he doesn't do anything that's romantic, and he's a roughneck, it's just like, okay, well, on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being the least, 10 being the most, he's a 1. So if you want to know a man's true intentions, he has to be attentive to your needs. He has to be attentive to the things that you want. And that is going to display to you that he is a true pursuer. If a man is a pursuer, he has a plan. He's looking for a wife, and he wants to make sure that you feel secure with him. So if he's none of those things, well, he's showing you his true colors. So if he's not being attentive to you and doesn't want to do the things that you want, or you can feel a lot of resistance, well, he doesn't like you. He's not into you. But why make yourself go through something like that? Why cause yourself to have to work hard? Why not be in a dating experience where a man makes your life easier, and he makes you feel like you are secure and you could be at rest in his presence because he wants to help take care of you. And as a woman, it's okay to allow a man to show you that he likes you and that he wants to take care of you. Anything that is opposite of that, that's a free headache and a free heartache. Okay. So let's get to number two. Number two is that Observe how a man makes you feel in person and over the phone. So let's talk about this, right? When it comes to dating, how consistent is a man when he calls you, when he texts you? Do you look forward to his text messages? Do you look forward to his calls? Do you look forward to having those engaging conversations? So, you know a man's intentions by the way he is consistent with you. How many dates is he inviting you out on? If he's only inviting you out on a date once every 2 weeks, well, he may not have the best intentions. He's not making you a priority. As a woman, it's just going to be so important for you to feel like you are a man's priority. If he doesn't make you feel that you are a priority, well, the question is why even date that type of man anyway? So, if you observe how he makes you feel in person when you go out on dates and over the phone and text messages, and if let's say you get some weird feelings or a weird vibe about him, well, that could be that you are picking up how he is, and maybe that he is who he is and he's not going to change. If you go out on 3 dates and then he doesn't invite you out on a date anymore, and a month later he calls you and says, "Hey, stranger," that's inconsistency. That's a man that's put you on the back burner. When a man is has chemistry with you, he is going to make you a priority. And as a woman, it's okay to allow a man to make you a priority. So don't put yourself on the back burner. I say things that are defeating, saying, oh, well, you know, I don't deserve a good man when you do. You do deserve a good quality man who wants to respect you, cherish you, and make you feel safe with him. All right. Number three is observe how he treats you over time and if he's aligned with the characteristics that you want. So if you are able to observe over time his consistency, because we've been talking about consistency throughout this whole entire video. So if he is consistently treating you well, it's a high possibility that he has the best intentions. If he is consistently letting you know how much he likes you, well, he's letting you know that he has the best intentions. And so, as a woman, you want to know that a man can keep that up day after day and week after week. And he is not going to let up on the gas, okay? Like he is truly pursuing after you. So when it comes to dating, like give yourself a chance to allow a man to treat you well. Give yourself a chance to allow yourself and to know your worth and to date like a wife and not a girlfriend, okay? Because who has time for that? When you have a mindset of a girlfriend, you're going to be treated like a girlfriend. When you have a mindset that I'm a wife, you're going to be treated like a wife. So you have to observe how he treats you, how consistent he is, how much he's not letting up on the gas, and is he aligned with a husband material man? If he's aligned with a man who doesn't have the best intentions, well, I would suggest you count your loss sooner rather than later so God can lead your future husband to you, because dating should be fun. Dating should be enjoyable. It shouldn't be this grueling process. Now, you're going to have your frogs in the sense of men who don't know how to be consistent and not follow up. Give your you don't pay that attention. You can learn from those things. But when you think about how God wants you to be treated, how you want to be treated, then you focus on how consistent a man can be. So, as a woman, you want to feel secure. You want to feel, well, you're already secure. But what I'm saying is a man that adds value to your security, okay? Where he's able to help you see how he feels about you. And number one, he should show you that he likes you. So if a man shows you that he likes you, he's going to show you that by being consistent. Anything that falls short of that, why even give him the time of day, right? So when it comes to you knowing how a man feels about you, like within the first 30 days, you should know the direction that you are going. If you have any questions, if you have more questions than answers, well, you definitely need to have more conversations. When it comes to you knowing within the first 30 days a man's intentions, like that's the type of man that you give the time of day to. Anything that's short of that, you shouldn't give a man a time of day if you don't know his intentions within the first 30 days. And it should be very, very clear. And this is one of the things that I teach in the Honey Love Dating Academy when we have our live master classes is to share with ladies, don't fall for a man that isn't going to treat you well and who hasn't made his intentions known and who hasn't, shown you a clear plan that he has for you, right? And the other thing is that a man that's authentic, he's going to be easy for you to read. If you can't read him like an open book, or if he doesn't communicate to you how he feels about you, where he wants to take you out on the next 5 dates, how enjoyable he loves spending time with you. Like, if you can't see his authenticity and you can't read him as an open book, and if there isn't any transparency, why even give him your time? If you are doing more guessing than anything else, why even give him your time? So, I want to help you even more. I want to give you 3 things that you should remember when it comes to you going out on your next date. Number one, don't lead dating with your heart. Some ladies say, "Oh, in my heart, I feel this." No, like you gotta start dating with strategy. You have to start dating with strategy. If you lead dating being guided by your heart, that or being guided by your feelings, and you don't know a man's characteristics, you can't see consistency with his actions, and you don't have enough proof, you don't have enough receipts, and you are bypassing how he treats you and you're only being guided by your heart, you can find yourself to be disheartened very easily because when you date with a strategy, when you date with receipts, when you date with being discerning, this is how you know that a man has the best true intentions for you. So think, be a wise woman. Be a wise woman. Don't allow your heart to be the in the driver's seat. Like date God's way, but think, be a wise woman and don't allow your heart to be the one that is spearheading your dating experience. The second one is pray to God. Like, pray to God before you get on the phone. Pray to God before you go out on dates. Pray to God after you go out on dates, asking God, what is it about this man that you want me to see or you want me to know? Ask God, right? And then the other thing is that again, think about how he's treating you. When you pray and you ask God, he's going to show you a man's true intentions. He's going to show you the plans that he has for you and him. And he's going to show you if you should even be giving this man the time of day. And when I help my clients in this area, one of the ways that they are challenged the most is for them to start thinking instead of them being guided by their heart, and also to incorporating a prayer devotion, asking God to lead and guide them, asking God to protect and guide their heart because God isn't going to lead you to give your heart to a man that's not your husband. So think about that. And lastly, don't convince yourself that he is showing you more than his actions. Do not convince yourself a man is showing you more than his actions. If you look at all the proof, if you look at all of the receipts and you try to convince yourself or you try to have a narrative that he's treating you better than what he is, stop it. Look at a way a man is consistently treating you for you to know a man's true intentions. A man should make you feel secure. He should make you feel like that. He should make you feel that he is attentive with his actions, not just his words, but with his actions and his words. So if you try to convince yourself that there is more than what's there, you are going to deceive yourself. And I know that's not what you want. I know you want the real thing. I know you want to experience a man that treats you well and who cherishes you. And that's the way that you should be treated. Anything that is short of that, a man is not even worth it. If you decided that you would want to date God's way, if you decided that you would want to date the way that I am making some of these suggestions, this is going to help speed up the process of you knowing who your husband is and you knowing who not to give the time of day to. I know you're tired of a free headache, a free heartache, and a man that don't want to treat you right. You owe it to yourself to be open to receive a husband material man in your life who wants to cherish you, make you feel safe, who is a protector, a provider, and a pursuer. So, these are the three ways for you to know a man's true intentions. And if you see a common thing, is for you to observe how he treats you. The way that a man treats you will show you that he likes you because it starts off with like, and hopefully he's a loving man. And hopefully you two can have a lovely love story. So, I would love for you to join the Honey Love Dating Academy. You can visit www.honeylovedatingacademy.com. This is going to be a place where you can get even more support. Not only will you get more support, but we're going to be having live master classes to help you position yourself as a wife, to date a marriage minded man, and to give you more dating tools so that you don't waste your time. I'm Erica J. Holston, Coach Honeylove. It's been a pleasure to be here with you today. I hope that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.